Thank you, by the way.
All that stuff.
You like that?
Where am I, Nick? Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Hello.
You can look.
Hello, Mark.
No, they're good. Feather is quick.
Oh, I didn't see that. That looks nice.
Yeah. I want to put the draft on the.
Everybody ready?
Yeah, fine.
Everyone stand for salute to the flag. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
emailed to the Recovery Post newspaper and the Philadelphia Inquirer, and duly posted on the bulletin board of the municipal building. All requirements of the Open Public Meetings Act have been met in compliance with the Sunshine Law. Roll call, Howard?
Yes, Councilman Bider,
Here.
Councilman Casey,
Here.
Councilman D'Angelo,
Here.
Councilman Evans.
Here.
Councilwoman Fina.
Here.
Councilman Wilhelm,
Here.
Mayor Sauter.
Here. At this portion of the meeting, I'd like to turn it over to Councilman Bider for the presentation of the 2024 budget.
Well,
Ray?
the actual presentation will be conducted by Maria, our CFO, but just ahead of time, our committee of Jamie Casey, Craig Wilhelm, and I and Maria have met numerous times because of numbers changing constantly. And as Maria will explain in a little bit, the reasons why it was pushed back to this month versus the prior month. So I'll let her do that.
You're gonna have to go by the, whatever you handed out.
And then the schools are finalizing their budgets, so they should be shortly. Black Horse Pike has not officially done theirs. Belmar has slightly, about a penny and a half, and then Maria will cover ours. Under recreation, I just want to thank our highway and rec departments for all the work they've done throughout the borough to make everything safe and secure for all of our young athletes. And Nick, who's with Bach, and Joe, to thank them for all the work they've done with the recreation grants that allow us to do things we normally could not do. And then finally, May 22nd, we'll be coordinating with VFW 9563, the flag layings for all the veterans
Yeah.
at both cemeteries in town, Resurrection and St. Mary's. We'll be doing it at this point, 12:30. That will be with Major Simpson, who runs Black Horse Pike School District, Air Force ROTC's first time this year. We'll have them. And then at 1 o'clock, Bell Oaks students, who we have every year. And they'll be, because this year we have over 5,000 flags to do, which is really a lot. We pick them up May 2nd. And then lastly, Memorial Day, as usual, we'll be going to the various monuments in town and honoring our veterans by wreath layings from mayor and council. Thank you. That's it, John.
Okay, Maria?
Thank you. Okay, welcome to the 2024 municipal budget review. Sorry, we had a little bit of technical difficulties, but I know we got it. Okay, so the finance committee, like Ray said, Ray Bider is chair, Jamie Casey member, and Craig Wilhelm a member. The process is we analyze prior year budgets and financials, in-depth meetings with department heads, gauge current and future needs, future planning, we do a 6-year capital plan, status of taxes, we review the ratables, collections, and appeals, and consider rates from other entities. This is adopted budget history and increases and the one big decrease that we had in 2021. The challenges of 2024, the Finance Committee works hard not to raise taxes and keep the rate as low as possible without affecting the health and public safety of the residents in town. Each year they face challenges. This year, one of those challenges was negotiating a new contract for both public works and police departments prior to introducing the budget. This is why we moved the introduction from March, which we normally introduce in March, to April, so they could be confident in a sound budget for 2024. The explanation of appropriation increases, salary and wages, 3.5% cost of living increase, contract agreement increases and step increases. Other expenses, we have additional legal expenses for appeals, increase in pension billing, and additional costs for disposal of garbage and trash. Total local tax revenue history, the year, the amount that the taxes were raised, the percent of the rate, and the dollar amount change. This is a 5-year tax rate comparison. It's a year-to-year change in the tax rate from all entities and the percentage of change. So how much will this budget cost the average taxpayer? The average home is assessed at $168,463 and will pay $2,061.99 this year in municipal taxes. That's a municipal tax increase of $33.69 for the year. Fund balance appropriated. This is the history of our fund balance at year end, what we utilize in the budget each year, and the percent of what we utilize. The cannabis municipal tax. This again shows the year, the amount we receive, what we utilize in the budget, and then the balance, the percentage of the balance used. Use of your local tax dollar. This is using the average assessed home. So it's at $2,061.99, and the category and the dollar amount of where your dollar goes. So that's general government, public safety, public works, sanitation, debt service. Other consists of pension billing, utilities, insurance, things like that. Bond rating, we were rated in August of 2020, AA minus by Standard & Poor. Says stable outlook reflected by S&P's anticipation in Belmar maintaining a strong level of reserves based on strong budgetary performances and strong institutional framework score for New Jersey municipalities. Of course, if you need any more information, on our website, we have our 2023 annual financial statement. The audit will be posted in the summer once it's completed. And if you have any questions, you can reach me by email or phone. That was it. Thank you.
Very good, Maria.
Nice job.
Thank you.
Any questions for her from anyone before we move on?
Councilman Blair, just one question, because I know I asked Maria before.
Ray,
Stand up.
there's no public portion on an introduction of a budget. They can comment in the public portion of the budget, but this isn't a public hearing when we move to adopt the budget. And I don't mean to cut Mr. Sharp off, but it's what the law requires. He can certainly get up and ask his questions during the public portion, but this isn't a public hearing on the budget. That'll occur after
No, I
you get
understand.
DCA approval, and then it comes back for final adoption, and then we'll have a full-fledged public hearing, correct, Maria?
No,
Correct.
that's fine. I
didn't
just
mean to
wanted to
interrupt you,
be
Mark.
sure
You'll have
that
your chance in a second.
clarity was there.
We'll get back to you, but that was just a communication, item and a presentation based upon the fact that we will be only introducing our budget. It could still change. As Maria knows, certain things happen. It's not etched in stone. You're always looking for other ways to skin the cat, so to speak. And, you know, that could happen and has happened in the past. So this isn't the final, but when that is put before the public, then they will get an opportunity to ask anything they want to ask, or they can ask you tonight during the public portion, since you're here. Sorry about that, Councilman.
No, I just wanted to be sure people were clear.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, we'll continue on with the meeting. I'd like to entertain a motion for approval of the council meeting minutes from March 21, 2024.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and second, roll call.
It was moved by Councilman Evans and second by Councilwoman
Fina.
Fina?
Yes.
Okay, just want to make sure. Roll call, Councilman Bider,
Yes.
Councilman Casey,
Yes.
Councilman D'Angelo,
Yes.
Councilman Evans,
Yes.
Councilwoman Fina,
Yes.
Councilman Wilhelm.
Yes.
You don't vote on that, man.
Yeah. Okay, we'll move on to committee reports. Councilman Bider, I
I
believe
already
you
gave
gave
that.
your report. Councilman Casey.
Just one thing, Mayor. On May 11th, from 8:30 to 10:30, will be rabies shots done at the recreation. That's all I have for you.
Thank you, Jamie. Councilman D'Angelo.
Thank you, Mayor. Concrete work begins on Warren Avenue between Carter and Center on Monday. This will be the Third Street being reconstructed after new water main was installed on Colonial Adams and Warren Avenue. Paving of all three roads will be completed in May and June. Advise all residents to use caution while traveling these roads. Recently, the Warren Avenue treatment plant, I guess, experienced an event that we believe to be caused by a faulty piece of equipment. It is back up and running with increased water pressures. We should have no issues. The water department has one more week of its spring hydrant flushing. So there's a strong possibility, if you live in the area where they're flushing the hydrants, yes, you will have cloudy water. You have to run the water, and I suggest you run the water prior to using your washer, because yes, there's a possibility that your clothes will be stained if you don't flush it, if you don't run the water. So that's just an advisement from the water department. Thank you. That's all I got.
Thank you, Jim. Councilman Evans.
Thank you, Mayor. On April 4th, we had our Business Alliance meeting. We had a nice turnout. I want to thank ServPro for providing Carmen's for dinner, and also Robert Fowler for leading a discussion on the preparation for fire inspections. Our next meeting will be on June 6th at 6. June 6th, with the time to be determined. Paradise Pizza is going to provide a lunch for us. On May 18th, the Beautification Committee will be running our cleanup, and we'll be planting some flowers. We're going to clean up along Benigno Boulevard, and then the flowers will be out here on Brownie Road. Out here? Yeah. Excellent. Thanks, Joe. As you probably noticed, we continue to take baby steps forward on our courtroom. I want to thank Public Works Department for helping us out. The televisions are up. We're working out a few glitches. As soon as we do presentations like Maria's, will be up on the television, so you'll be able to see them. We have this great sign back here now. And if you're missing the blue flag, we're still looking for a home for it. We will be adding some artwork here to bring this all together. There's even a new crate back there. So I think it's coming along. I hope everybody appreciates it, and the new chairs. And the last thing I want to say is we won't meet before then, Mayor, so Mother's Day is coming up. I want to wish all the mothers a very, very happy Mother's Day. You too, Joanne.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Bill.
Yes.
Councilwoman Fina.
I have no report tonight, Mayor. Thank you.
Councilman Wilhelm.
I have no report, Mayor. The police and fire reports will be put on the website tomorrow. I just want to acknowledge Maria. Fabulous job as usual. We ran into a bunch of bumps, and you brought us through it, and thank you very much for everything you do.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mayor.
Thank you, Craig. Under my report, I echo the same thanks to Maria, and special thanks also to Ray, Craig, and Jamie on the work that they did put into the budget. It's not an easy task, but they did a great job. Appreciate it. Just to mention, since the last meeting, we had our Easter egg hunt. That went over very well. Good attendance, even with moving it to a Friday due to the weather. Turned out very good. April the 6th, we attended Belmar Baseball for their opening day. They had a good turnout and did a very nice job with that, even having the Philly Fanatics. And on April 18th, a few of us, along with the chief and his staff, attended the Lark School Appreciation Breakfast. It's very touching to go to that school every year and give the teachers and the staff commendable job that they do. Special talent to work there and do what they do for them children. It's unbelievable. And last Friday, we had the opportunity to be at Bell Oaks, where last month we honored the Bell Oaks basketball team. They were the champions. And they played our police department. And they did a good job. It was a good game there for a while. I believe they beat them 54.
Still the champions.
Still the champions, yeah.
Still the champions. They whooped you, chief?
54-41, I believe it was. A very good game. The guys all really did a good job. I think the children enjoyed it too. I mean, playing against them.
Should have bought stock in Motrin and ice.
Yeah. Very good. Okay, at that point, we will open up to the public for the public portion. And come forward, give your name and address for the record.
Mayor. Mark Sharp, 352 Anthony Drive. No, I just asked Maria earlier, prior to the meeting, about the cannabis tax, and Maria explained to me what happens with funds that are not used. So, because a lot of residents probably don't know that, so Maria happened to explain it. So I don't know if you want to explain that, Maria, just real quickly.
So what we don't use will go to fund balance for the following year, surplus for the following year.
Goes to the surplus.
Mhm.
So, like I say, I wasn't really too sure how the funds were used. And I know Councilman Blair, because I know the school tax, Patrick Doyle, the business administrator, got back to me and mentioned that the school taxes, the local school tax is gonna go up $21 a year. So I didn't know if you knew that. The regional, I haven't contacted the business administrator for the regional school tax, but, that's what the local school tax looks like.
Regional's not final.
Yeah, correct. And I also wanted to thank Joe Ciano and Patrick. I told them Casalda Park really looks nice. I go by there every day, I'll go over there jogging, and I gotta just say, it looks fantastic, the park. And I don't know if you plan on putting additional playground equipment over there, Mayor, but it looks nice. And
Thank you.
actually, the courtroom looks really nice too. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Seats are, comfortable, so very
Little
nice
different.
job. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. Jim?
My name is Jim Punch. I live at 306 Paris Avenue in Brooklawn. The reason we're here tonight, me and my brother Knight Bill, with the American Red Cross, they have a program that's been very successful in neighboring towns. It's called Badges versus Boots. What it is it's police versus firemen giving donations and having bragging rights for like this year, next year and all. And it's really, in other towns, it's really going well. Pensacola, Washington Township, Mantua, just to name a few. And we're always looking at ways where we can at least double our donations. Like some years, June is usually pretty good, but this sounds like really a good way to get Belmar on the map. With the cooperation of the town, the policemen, the firemen, I think we'll do really well. I also think that we could also have like some media outlets there that will really put Belmar on the map. So with your support, cooperation, I think this would really work out well for everybody. It's a win-win for everybody.
Have you talked to police or fire?
Not yet.
I'll be talking to my chief tonight, or either way, but I'm sure I
Okay.
just talked to one of your officers, he's all for it.
And we have our,
And
We got chief right there.
Chief Burns,
Probably being-
Friendly competition.
Yeah.
Be able to get some blood, get more donations.
Yeah, it's a
And what
real-
they get, what's their reward?
Yeah.
Save a life.
Working on that?
Yeah. Yeah, we're
Saving a
working on
life
that.
and?
Save a
Okay.
life,
I
bragging
knew you
rights,
mentioned
but
before, maybe something.
Like I said, it'll really work out, and it'll really put Belmar on the map in a very good, positive way for the community,
Very good.
Yeah,
definitely.
it's still a competition, you know,
Yeah,
Okay,
the blood drives go with them, you know, it's just for that one day.
yeah.
okay.
Okay, I'll go.
When you get everything together, get it to us and we'll get it on our sign, right? On the,
Yeah,
Forget
I
it
think,
working.
if
Vince
we get our
might-
white sign
Vince
working,
might
right?
already, sent that over, or he will in the next week, because he always usually takes care of that, Vince Payne,
Okay,
usually sends it over for us, and,
okay,
you know, we'll try to get it out to like local newspapers and
sure.
media outlets and stuff like that, and see if we can get it like sent out to other fire stations, other police departments, like through
Mhm.
central dispatch, that kind of
Mhm.
thing. Every little bit helps.
And that June 9th is the date? Or
June
is it
9th.
just-
It's Sunday, June 9th, from 8 to 1 in
And
the
is
parish
it,
hall.
it's already there? It's already set?
It's already
You're
set.
just adding the police and fire afterwards, so you don't?
No, we're just trying to increase our donorship, make it a friendly competition.
Right.
So this way, I mean, because we're only averaging like in June, like maybe 30, I think it was like last couple years, it's been right around 30. And from what I've heard, we should easily double that. And
Good.
get more community people and police and firemen involved. So that's our goal for the American Red Cross.
So you're all set, the date's all set. Very good.
Yes.
Okay,
Thank you.
All right?
thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
In conjunction with what Jim just said, 2 weeks ago, VFW with Holcomb Bus had a blood drive where they ended up doing 45 pints, which was magnificent, far beyond anything ever. Your Red Cross on there made me think of it.
Good.
What
Thank-
time was that, 9 o'clock? What
Time.
time did it start?
It starts at,
8 to 1.
8 to 1.
8 to 1?
on Sunday, June 9th.
And it would be the parish hall behind the church.
Thank you for coming out tonight with that. Anyone else for the public portion?
Mayor, I just would like to add one additional item. I want to thank Maria for presenting the budget and always getting back to me whenever I've had an email. Maria consistently gets back to me right away. So I appreciate that. And providing the transparency as a resident of Belmar, I highly appreciate that. So Maria, thank you, and thank you for your time tonight.
Thank you.
I don't have my phone.
Good job.
Joe?
She does an excellent job.
Is the cleanup day is the 18th, I said the 19th?
I think it said the 18th. What time on the 18th?
8 o'clock.
8 a.m.?
We'll meet at the recreation center.
Okay. Okay, having no one else from the public, we'll close the public portion. We'll move on to old business.
Nothing, Mayor.
Move on to new business.
Mayor, we have some ordinances for consideration, two on second reading, which each will require a public hearing. So the first one is number 01:01-24, adoption of the 2024 salary ordinance. It would be appropriate, Mayor, for you to open up for public comment, and after that, close it, and then a motion and a second to move forward on adoption.
Okay. This time, we'll open it up to the public. Any comment on that? Hearing none, I entertain a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Councilman Wilhelm moved it, and it was
Ray Bi-
Councilman Bider.
Item. Mhm.
I'm not as efficient as Fran. Roll call, Mayor? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Councilman Bider?
Yes.
Councilman Casey?
Yes.
Councilman D'Angelo?
Yes.
Councilman Evans?
Yes.
Councilwoman Fina?
Yes.
Councilman Wilhelm?
Yes.
So passes. Again, on second reading, same process, Mayor, 03-04-24, an ordinance amending and replacing ordinance 84-6 entitled Special Officers SLEO, designated to regulate and control the hiring, assignment, and appointments of SLEOs within the Borough of Belmar Police Department. This is a structural change to that particular ordinance, came out of the Public Safety Committee.
Open up,
Appropriate to open it up, yeah.
open up to the public. Any comment on that ordinance? Hearing none, close it to the public. Entertain a motion.
So moved.
Second.
It was moved by Councilman Evans,
No, Mr.
Craig
Wilhelm.
Wilhelm. And
Councilman Wilhelm, and second by two people. So
Evans.
you're gonna give Mr. Evans credit? I usually don't.
Yeah, thank you.
Roll call?
Roll call.
Councilman Bider?
Yes.
Councilman Casey?
Yes.
Councilman D'Angelo?
Yes.
Councilman Evans?
Yes.
Councilwoman Fina?
Yes.
Councilman Wilhelm?
Yes.
And that ordinance passes. Mayor, we have also two items under new business for first reading, does not require a public hearing. That public hearing will be at our next public meeting in May. But for introduction, we have 04:05-24, an ordinance to exceed the municipal budget appropriations limit and establish a cap bank in accordance with NJSA 48:4-45.14.
Entertain a motion?
So
So
moved.
moved.
Second.
Okay, so Bider and
Councilman
Evans.
Bider and Councilman Evans.
Mhm. Roll call?
Councilman Bider?
Yes.
Councilman Casey?
Yes.
Councilman D'Angelo?
Yes.
Councilman Evans?
Yes.
Councilwoman Fina?
Yes.
Councilman Wilhelm?
Yes.
It's not so hard. Next is 04:06-24, an ordinance amending the 2024 salary ordinance number 01:01-24. This is an introduction, Mayor.
Entertain a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Councilman Wilhelm, second by Councilwoman Fina.
Roll call?
Councilman Bider?
Yes.
Councilman Casey?
Yes.
Councilman D'Angelo?
Yes.
Councilman Evans?
Yes.
Councilwoman Fina?
Yes.
Councilman Wilhelm?
Yes.
Mayor, next we have
Probably for the budget,
resolutions.
right? They should be separate, the budget
Yeah,
for mayor.
so Mayor, if I may,
Mhm.
go a little bit out of order with your permission, because you do control the meeting. With respect to the order of business, I move 89 and 90 first. Would you want to do the budget stuff separately and first?
Okay,
Is that okay?
that's fine.
So at this point, we'll move, this will be a little disjointed, but I think we'll be able to get it. Resolutions 04:89-24, a resolution authorizing self-examination of the 2024 budget. We should do these individually, Mayor.
Okay,
So I need a
entertain a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Councilman Wilhelm
And
and
Evans.
Councilman Evans.
Mhm. Roll call?
Councilman Bider?
Yes.
Councilman Casey?
Yes.
Councilman D'Angelo?
Yes.
Councilman Evans?
Yes.
Councilwoman Fina?
Yes.
Councilman Wilhelm?
Yes.
And the other is 4:90-24, a resolution authorizing the introduction of the 2024 municipal budget.
Entertain a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Bider, second by Council President Wilhelm.
Roll call?
Councilman Bider?
Yeah.
Councilman Casey?
Yes.
Councilman D'Angelo?
Yes.
Councilman Evans?
Yes.
Councilwoman Fina?
Yes.
Councilman Wilhelm?
Yes.
Mayor, I'm going to do the others as a group with the exception of 92 and 96, which we're going to be doing separate. So with that, we'll be doing 83-24, 84-24, 85-24, 86-24, 87-24, 88-24, 91-24, 93-24, 94.
94, I have names to place on them.
What's
Should
that?
they be
Oh, the other,
separate?
yeah, so,
94 and 95.
and 97?
94, 95, I have names to appoint.
Oh, okay. 93-24. I do 92?
Hmm,
Yeah, I did, and 92.
That's gonna be separate.
Maybe that's not as
That's
easy as I
separate.
think.
That's
And
separate.
then, Mayor, you have to make a nomination for a full-time DPW employee, helper 3. You want to put the name in there?
The name for full-time would be Matthew Marengo.
I'm sorry, I was looking at a social media thing. So moved.
Hold on. We're not there yet,
You're not the
Councilman.
DPW? I'm sorry.
And the resolution for the part-time DPW employee,
Employees, Marshall Tessier, Brandon Walsh, and Victor McHale.
those appointments being nominated by the mayor with the advice and consent of council. We would move the resolutions as identified.
Second.
Moved by
Joanne.
Councilman Casey, second by Councilman D'Angelo. Roll call, Mayor.
Roll call?
Councilman Bider?
Yes.
Councilman Casey?
Yes.
Councilman D'Angelo?
Yes.
Councilman Evans?
Yes.
Councilwoman Fina?
Yes.
Councilman Wilhelm?
Yes.
Okay, we did exclude a few,
92.
hold on, Mayor, just circle around. 92-24. Do you want to do that individually, Mayor?
Individually. Mhm.
Yes, 92-94, the resolution authorizing submission of a Cannon County open space grant application for the Belmar hockey facilities. Need a motion and a second.
Entertain a motion.
Second.
Evans and Bider.
Evans and Bider
Mhm.
on the motion and a second.
Roll call?
Councilman Bider?
Yes.
Councilman Casey?
Yes.
Councilman D'Angelo?
Yes.
Councilman Evans?
Yes.
Councilwoman Fina?
Abstain.
Councilman Wilhelm?
Yes.
And that's just out of an abundance of caution, Councilwoman Fina, I appreciate you asking me that question beforehand. Better be safe.
96.
96, yes. 96-24, a resolution authorizing the ratification of memorandum of agreement between the Borough of Belmar and ASME NJ District Council 63, AFL-CIO Local 31. I am very pleased to announce that we have resolved and, in principle, the DPW contract, which voted, I understand, last evening to ratify and approve the memorandum agreement, now comes to us for approval. So we need a motion, a second, and a roll call.
So, second.
Councilman Wilhelm and Councilwoman Fina.
Mhm. Roll call?
Councilman Bider?
Yes.
Councilman Casey?
Yes.
Councilman D'Angelo?
Abstain.
Councilman Evans?
Yes.
Councilwoman Fina?
Yes.
And Councilman Wilhelm.
Yes.
And then lastly is the resolution for payment of bills, Mayor, 97-24.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Councilman Bider?
Yes.
Councilman Casey?
Yes.
Councilman D'Angelo?
Yes.
Councilman Evans?
Yes.
Councilwoman Fina?
Yes.
And Council President Wilhelm.
Yes.
I think I got them all, Mayor.
Got them all.
Fran will tell me
Okay.
if I screwed it up, believe
I
me.
got some notes. Hold on.
Yep.
Okay. Having nothing further, entertain a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
So moved. Like 2 months.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion adjourned. Thank you all for coming out.
Yeah, yeah, that was in the regular list. Yeah, we did. I sent to Fran 2 months ago. She asked me to give her the resolution. I gave her the resolution too. The policy is,
He had that.
I've done
John.
several,
He got that one too.
yeah,
You
I
got
had
that
several
one.
that we considered.